Let's share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of two distant strangers.
I said something to someone else about a video that you posted in which you come off like a racist person.
Afraid to call on your ancestors because they're colonizer racists? So I hear this floating around all the time on Witch Talk and Spiritual Talk from POC who have a distaste for white folks. But there's something they're not telling you, and I'm going to tell you, okay? Only your elevated ancestors are allowed to come back and help you with things. You okay? Ancestors that made the mistake of being racist or owning slaves or being colonizers or whatever, they're in another lifetime. They are nowhere near elevated. I don't know why people don't understand this. So when you see the videos going, who are you calling on? Your colonizer slave owner ancestors? Just swipe. Okay? Just swipe. You got to understand that because of white people's relatively recent activities of trying to run the entire planet, no one's keen on learning the actual history of white folks. You know what I'm saying? This is not the political climate for that. If they did, they would know that white folks have got ancestors that traveled everywhere without colonizing or being racist. Everywhere from North America down to China. You know, they found these ancient burials of white folks. And if you go back further than about 8,000 to 10,000 years, we all have brown ancestors. Okay? Don't waste your energy arguing with this type of mentality. Just swipe and keep going.
You come off as if you are a bigot, completely disregarding the beliefs of people of color and stating your beliefs as the ultimate. Okay, you mocked people of color.
So I come off as racist because I mocked a minority group of POC that hate all white people and claim we only have racist ancestors. So we aren't allowed to practice veneration whenever we post about it. That's not racism. That's mocking uneducated assholes that aren't staying in their lane.
And then proceeded to disregard these people of color.
So I made this video last week. I don't understand why people choose to hear what they want to hear instead of what I'm saying. Okay? So I want to address two sets of comments here. So just pause to read for a second. Okay. That is not what I said. I very specifically said and specified the POC that have a distaste, aka hatred, for white people. Did not refer to POC as a whole. That would be a ridiculous blanket statement. If you took offense to that, you are projecting. This right here, this post isn't about POC. You're going so over here. This is a post for my white followers that get attacked when they speak about speaking to their ancestors by a minority group of POC that hate white people. Me and the followers on my page are very extremely aware of how shitty POC are treated to this very day. We are very aware of the privileges that we have from being born white. And on top of it all, this concept was taught to me by POC ATR practitioners. And you, sir. Okay, first of all, for this first statement, no, I mean 8,000 years ago. And then this. Okay. Ain't nobody dismissing shit. I literally even stated in the video not to expect POC to know how far back white people do go because of the current political climate, when white people are acknowledging that we basically stole everybody's shit and wrote history the way we wanted it to. So why would we expect POC to know our history? If I was POC, I wouldn't give a shit. My post is not about you. Nothing in it is about addressing POC struggle. It's about helping white folks get back to their pagan roots, because Christianity is what caused the race problem in this country to begin with. So you can take this on over to somebody else's page.
Reaching out to your ancestors, and especially contacting racist ancestors, should be a guide or a starter to healing trauma in your family lineage.
As for healing ancestral trauma, in case you haven't noticed, majority of white people only learn the hard way. Those racist shits are not interested in healing nothing. Hence why we either A, get stuck in our plane, or B, get reincarnated right back into a POC. A tiny few are interested in healing.